Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us at our Golden Eagle Battalion's annual Potluck promotion. This evening, many of our well-deserving cadets will be promoted based on their hard work and potential to serve in a higher rank. Each of them should be celebrated for their achievements and dedication to the program. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand, and gentlemen, please remove your hats for the posting of the colors and the singing of the national anthem by our very own Major Tia Busby.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Forward, march. Column left, march.
Please take your seats. The battalion commander will now lead the cadets of the Golden Eagle Battalion in stating the cadet creed.
Cadets, on your feet! Recite your creed! Take your seats.
If you can get a mental image of the person you would most like to become, begin now to act as that person would act in everything you do. Gradually, imperceptibly, you will actually become that person. It goes back to what the great German poet and philosopher Goethe once said. Before you can do something, you must first be something. Before you can do what you would most like to do, you must first become the person who can do it.
What are you going to do? Are you going to continue on? The change is up to you.
No matter what, even if you're not gonna win, you gotta fight.
You have not, because you ask not. Most people don't have the life of their dreams because you don't ask God for the life of your dream.
What we really want seems impossibly out of reach and ridiculous to expect, so we never dare to ask the universe for it.
The universe responds to the man or woman that refuses to be denied, because that is your commitment. That dream that you have of controlling your destiny, that is yours, but you've got to be willing to stand there and face disappointment again and again and again, and refuse to turn around until life gives it up.
Everybody's got to pay the price. Everybody's got to do the deal. Everybody's got to do the discipline. Everybody has to pay. But here's what I discovered. If the promise is clear and powerful, the price is easy to pay.
You have the talent, but to go to that next level, the thing that everything hinges on is whether you can master your mind or not.
You practice for 1 or 2 days, you wore out. You do a couple hours, you tired. But yeah, you compete against people right now. That's their lifestyle. And you think they're about to let you take their lifestyle?
Knowing who we are is hard. It's hard. Give yourself a break. Eliminate who you are not first. You're going to find yourself where you need to be.
Change is an invitation to the future. If I can change, I can have my future.
See with your own eyes. Feel with your own heart. Trust what your own eyes see and believe what you feel in your heart.
All right, hey folks, welcome. Master Grant and I wanted to take a minute. This was actually added very, very late in the program, okay? And there's a reason it was added late in the program. For the last, I don't know, Master Grant, what's been, am I not loud enough? Wow, tell my wife that I wasn't loud enough. Listen, for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and I'm glad Mr. Ferreira's here, Dr. Palpanides, they're gonna shake their heads. Guys, the last 2 or 3 weeks, something's going on wrong in the school. I shouldn't say wrong, it's chaos again, right? We had problems with COVID, and now there's some struggle going on in the school. We had some great training about a week ago where we were told, hey, you all thought you were going to come back in here and it's teaching as normal. It has not been teaching as normal. We are struggling, all right? But here's the good news. These cadets that are in front of you, the cadet leaders that are up here, man, they come in fighting. I'll tell you what. So take a look at this up here. 2020-2022 challenge. What Master Grant and I did is we challenged our cadets and said, hey, listen, we missed a lot of stuff during COVID. Our team numbers are down. All these things are happening. Our numbers were down a little bit. We weren't ready to compete. We're behind in drill. We weren't where we wanted to be. So we challenged our cadets to get ready. But I want to make sure that you're reminded as we celebrate these cadets. And this is the list that the cadets came up with, our cadet staff. So we had canceled school and JROTC events. So cadets were not getting the JROTC experience, all right? And that took a hit on us. We lost some cadets. But the ones that are sitting here, they stuck around and they stayed fighting. 2020-2022, learning gaps. If you ask any of the teachers in here, the students are behind, all right? They are behind not only academically, but one of the things that Master Grant taught me when I came in, they're 2 years behind socially, where they're just not used to being around each other. And so right now we're starting to see that. We're having those second and third order effects, right? Right, cadets? And we've been talking about this in class. We're beating each other up a little bit, right? We're getting a little negative. Lack of ribbons and promotions. Some of these cadets should have more ribbons than they have, but during the chaos, when you're doing virtual teaching, it's hard to be giving out ribbons, right? 2022 JROTC half-year schedule split. Where now we have cadets during one semester and then we lose them. So right now I have cadets that we're trying to pull in who aren't in class, in JROTC class right now. And guys, a lot of the cadets in here right now, sitting here, they come after school every day even though it's not their class. So we need to recognize and celebrate them. Shortage of competition teams, that's our drill team, our knowledge bowl team, our robotics teams, all of those, these cadets refuse to quit. They took #1 in the Knowledge Bowl and #1 in robotics, right? But our drill team took a hit. Our Raiders team took a hit, okay? And then finally, the colonel who's here, Senior Army Instructor Retirement. Sir, I got a big gap to fill, all right? And I'm not saying that to make you feel bad, but to let you know that the reason these cadets kept going was what you did. But it was hard when you have one Senior Army Instructor come in and a new one come in, and we might do things a little bit differently, right? And we're trying to do a handover, and he's trying to get ready to do his future, and I'm coming in. So the cadets dealt with all of this. Can you do a build for me, please? Or next? All right, so here's what we're coming up to. Right now, The reason we threw this in here is in the last few months, we have had some issues in the JROTC department. Now, when I say issues, nothing that's going to go to the big boss's desk, right? But some little bit of disagreements, arguments, friction points between one another. And right now, I go around and ask the other teachers, I'm like, am I the only one? Are we the only ones that we see this kind of, we were doing great, right? We felt great. And then all of a sudden now some of our students, man, we need fall break because it's just getting stressful. We see anxiety coming out. We see all these problems coming out. And when you're dealing with personalities, that is a challenge, right? When you're dealing with cadet leaders leading their peers, it's a challenge. So we're finding that. So cadets, here's what I'm telling you is right now for tonight, and I'm going to hand it to Master Sergeant Grant, who, I'll tell you what, parents, if you want to know if your kids are getting motivated, he is the best motivational speaker I have ever heard. I'm going to hand over to him in a minute. But cadets, I need you to hear this and understand this, all right? We're here because we want to be, and you're at a crossroads. Because I've heard some cadets saying, hey, this isn't really what I want to do, or things get tough, right? We're pushing the drill team to be better. And as we push you and we raise our standard, which Master Sergeant Grant made it very clear during the military ball, our standard's going back up, all right? We're not going to accept some of the things that other classes are going to accept. We're not going to accept some things that the athletic program accepts. Why? Because we wear this uniform, okay? When I retire out of the United States Army, I promised my brothers who I went to combat with that I would teach young people our values and the way we do business. So the reason I'm telling you all this is we're at a crossroads. And that crossroads is, we have what's called a COA. That's a course of action in the military. Whenever we make a plan, we have at least 2 courses of action. Right now, what I see some cadets starting to make the decision to do is maybe give up. This is getting a little hard. I think I'm going to give up. And parents look at me, tell me if you're not having the same problem at home, is with all this COVID and all this stuff going on, we've got kids just saying, you know what, it's a little too hard, I think I'm going to give up. We've got to stop. We've got to stop that culture. Next bill, please. I want to make it very clear as we go through the rest of the year, we celebrate our kids. This is the course of action that Master Sergeant Grant and I are going to take. If you listen to the slide and what he said, the reason I picked that video is right after he and I had some meetings about, man, what's going on with the school, with the cadets, with the students. I watched that video and I'm like, man, it just perfectly describes what's going on, right? And I wrote some notes. First he said, you got to learn to face disappointment, right? Cadets, you got to learn to face disappointment. Things will not always go your way, right? And some of you learned that in my class when you said, Major Maris, I have this excuse and this excuse and this excuse. And I said, okay, oh wow. Major Maris, I'm failing, but it's not my fault, it's the teacher's fault. Okay, are there any students passing the class? Yes, well then you need to find a way, right? He said, pay the price. Guys, we can't get good. We cannot be a good drill team. We can't be good at knowledge ball unless we pay the price. We have to practice. You have to do something 1,000 times before you really get it. And then the biggest one that I want to point out, the other thing he said is, in a couple hours we're tired. Cadets, we can't do that anymore because you're not like everybody else. You're like us. And guess how we got where we are. How long have you been in the Army, Master Sergeant Grant? Where were you in the Army?
24 years, sir.
24 years, 20 years. We're going to make you like us. Just like you said, find someone that has done what you want to do and be like them. We're going to bring you up to our level. So I just want to give you that heads up. You should come up here and be proud because you're a part of something bigger than yourself, which I think is why most of you are here. The last thing I want to point out that he said is, he said, master your mind. Parents, I really wanted you to hear this, and I'm going to hand it over to Master Sergeant Grant in a second. I wanted you to hear that because that's our goal. We're going to teach these cadets to master their mind. However, next slide, please. With this decision point comes up this. If I give up, and I found this great slide, Master Sergeant Grant, don't get upset, those are Air Force boots, but we'll look over that. The number one reason why people give up so fast is because they tend to look at how far they still have to go instead of how far they have gotten. Cadets, stop looking at all these things and saying, oh man, I just can't do it, and wear your uniform with pride tonight and look where you've come from. Look where you're at today. You got through COVID. Now it's time to step it up. So we're going to go with course of action number 2. We're going to master our mind and we're going to go to the next level. Guys, this is Command Sergeant Major Daly. He was the last Command Sergeant Major. So he's currently not in office now, but he said, I don't care if you fail. I do care if you quit. So this is parents, I need your help. Okay, I'm asking you for your help because we are reaching a point in our school where there's this thing where some of the students are just saying, I'm just going to give up, I'm just going to quit. I'm not going to give up on you, and neither is he. But I need you not to give up either. Things are going to get hard, and we're going to be here for you. Parents, I need your help, because some of these cadets are going to come in and they're going to say, man, Major Maris really pushed us at drill today. We just kept doing the same thing over and over. Master Sergeant Grant got on us again for the way we talk to each other. Parents, if you hear the word quit, please put a stop to it. Call me if you need to, because that's the toxic thing that's going through right now. I'm just going to quit. I'm just going to give up. We're not going to allow that to happen, all right? And we will be blunt with your cadets. He's been very blunt. Listen, if you're going to reach this point right here, Sergeant Major's talking about, and you're just going to say, I quit, I quit, I quit, then we're going to need you to step out of JROTC. Why? Because I have 10 cadets. I have cadets like this staff over here. They're giving it 100% every day. I can't keep going to you to beg you to not quit when I have 125 other cadets that want to do the right thing and then want to get there. So we are going to come to a crossroads. I tell you that out of respect as you as parents, because I have 4 kids. My youngest is right here, okay? And he will tell you I'm no easy person to live with. And we just had a conversation the other night, came up with excuses. Do I take the excuses? Yes, sir. No, we're not going to quit. I need your help, parents. And I need you to, number 1, celebrate this. I know, I like to talk, my bad. Celebrate this. And number 2, help us at home. Should I take the time?
No. I mean, it was important stuff that you said. But the kids like to eat sometime this century. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Most of you guys know me. If you don't, then you'll meet some push-ups. So who don't know me? That's what I thought.
Was that your wife that just raised her hand?
I'll talk to her later. All right, so parents, welcome. I always want to pay homage to those individuals that were before us. So if there are any veterans in there, please stand up. Any veterans? Don't be shy, you earned the right. Give them a hand. Thank you very much. Have a seat. I hope all you guys was Army. If you're Navy, I still like you anyway. All right, so like I said, I'm Master Sergeant Grant. Today, I'm not going to take much time. This is always a good time for me. The Major said these young people work very hard and they sacrifice a lot. So today, a lot of them are going to get rewarded. Now, everybody wants to be the battalion commander. Everybody wants to be the XO. But they don't want to put in the time or don't have that experience. So we set you up for success and not failure. Some of you guys are going to be very pleased with the rank that you receive. And others of you, I know I'm going to get some disgruntled. But I have 24 years in the Army and 21 years teaching, so there's some wisdom in that. All right? So once again, parents, grandparents, guardian, appreciate you guys, love you guys, thanks for getting these kids here. And now I'll turn it back over to my S1.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our battalion commander, Lieutenant Colonel Keith Crowder.
Good afternoon, parents, our special guest, Dr. Peloponnidis, Mr. Ferretto, guests, and cadets. We welcome you today for the Central Regional Golden Eagle Battalion promotion, Potluck promotion. I would like to thank all the parents here for their cadets' roles in the Golden Eagle Battalion in this school, as well as their donations to our program. I'd also like to thank our special guest, Dr. Peloponnidis, Ms. Alfredo, Dr. Corbett, Ms. Marusis, who couldn't make it here today, but for their devotion and their commitment to our program as well. They've helped donate it to us and keep us alive, and that's the biggest thing that we could thank you for. Everyone in this room has provided for our battalion in one way or another, and we are truly grateful for that. I'd like to thank you all again here for your roles. Cadets have worked day and night for this battalion to where it is today. And this is our way of saying thank you by awarding them as well as with a well-deserved promotion. Cadets, thank you for your hard work and devotion to this program. I truly appreciate it, and you've helped us keep this program alive, and there's nothing more I could ask for you. I couldn't ask for a better battalion. Thank you for everyone who's attended here today, and I hope you enjoy this special day. Thank you all.
This evening's event in our program would not have had the success that it has had without the support of our administration. We would like to thank Dr. Parapanides, Dr. Corbett, Ms. Marissis, and Mr. Freddo for their support that they provide to our team. And I would like to welcome to the stage Dr. Parapanides.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to thank all the parents for having such wonderful students. I want to thank all the cadets for always representing themselves with pride, honor, and integrity, not only at school, but in the mall, in the community. You guys always make us proud, so I'm always glad you guys are representing Central Regional. So I wish you well, congratulations on your promotion, and I'm not going to keep you that long from your food and your recognition that is so deeply deserved. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Parapanides. At this time, we would like to ask Mr. Freddo to say a few words.
Good afternoon, and thank you. Thank you so much for the invite. Certainly appreciate it. I wore this camouflage tie today, Major. I'm not too sure if it's Air Force, Marines, Army, but it certainly represented, so thank you. Aside from that, I certainly want to thank the organization, our parents, Major, and it's great to see Colonel Tier here. Thank you so much. But most importantly, the students. 2 years ago, the program started at the middle school. It certainly complements the program. We are very fortunate. But you can't imagine how we feel as parents in the community when these students are helping out for 9/11, for Veterans Day, for Memorial Day. You certainly remind all of us all about service to our country and all about our veterans and what they did for us. So keep up the good work. We're extremely proud of your efforts. So give yourselves a nice round of applause. And on the side of that, I certainly want to, compliment the students, both at the high school level and the middle school level. I was at the Columbus Day Parade a couple of weeks ago in Seaside Heights, and you couldn't imagine how I felt in my life when I saw my students, both at the high school level and the middle school, walking down the boulevard and saying, wow, these guys look great, thanks to the Major and Master Sergeant Grant. These guys are great. So thank you guys. Keep up the good work. Extremely proud of your efforts. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
At this time, we would like to welcome Colonel Tier to say a few words.
Those veterans, those people are veterans who understand this. A special relationship develops among and between people in the military. Not because we wore uniforms like these young cadets. The uniform they are wearing sets the stage, but it's the individual who fills that uniform that demonstrates the character. All you have to do is take a few minutes of your day, listen to the news, and you understand the importance of character. Your cadets are in good hands with the Major and the Sergeant. You're going to develop that character. Like it said on the film, don't quit. Get disappointed, look for answers, adjust to disappointments or failures, but don't quit. It's part of your character. So remember, the uniform sets the stage, but it's the individual that fills those uniforms are the individuals who demonstrate the character. And we need it desperately today. I saw the word they mentioned God in one of the films. They mentioned this in one of the films. They mentioned this in one of the films. You go out in public, they say, well, you can't talk like that. Damn, man, that's how I talk. They don't like it. So, develop your characters, everyone. Don't be a character, develop a character. I want to make that mistake.
And thank you, sir, for your very awesome, amazing words. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to provide our well-deserving cadets It is now time to promote our very well-deserving cadets. During the ceremony, parents and family members will be called up and are encouraged to come up and pin the new rank on your cadet and take pictures. We also have our S5 taking pictures that will be shared within a few days. Attention to orders.
Do that again. Sit down.
Attention to orders. The senior Army instructor has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of the enlisted cadet. In view of these qualities and the cadet's demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, the cadet is therefore promoted to the rank of PV2. Jaden Barcliff. Leilani Thomasky. Mason Cohen. Anna Hu. Josias Lopez. Ashley Lorenzo. Anthony Rusamato. Pablo Ponce. Denise Ramirez Castro. Danielle Rojas. And Madeline Wolf.
Parents of these individuals, if you would like to come on up and pin their rank on, this would be your time. Also, if you'd like to take pictures, this would be your time. The rest of you guys sit down, please.
I know we have to have some parents who want to pin rank on. Come on up.
We also have stairways on either end of rails.
Hey, real quick, cadets, listen up. Cadets, attention! One step backwards, march. Thank you. Just for safety reasons.
I want to catch them all.
You would.
Cadets, right, heads! Forward, march!
Attention to orders. The senior Army instructors repose special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of the listed cadet. In view of these qualities and the cadet's demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, the cadet is therefore promoted to the rank of Private First Class. Lucas Comiskey, Alexa Donnelly, Christian Gomez, Alexander Hunter, Barry Kearney, Bryson Kearney, Bella Lopez, Daniel Maresca, Nicholas Galifi, Christian Ardiles, Braden Long, Fernando Pajaro, Nia Patrick, Madeline Sanders, Emma Smith, Araceli Villa. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Parents and guardians are now welcome to join us on stage to help promote their cadets.
Later on, you're going to have an opportunity to take pictures as well. In the breezeway, we have something set up, so during the stuff, you guys want a better chance, you're going to get a chance to do that as well.
Marines.
Left hand, hunt. Right, face. Forward, march.
These cadets have been promoted to the rank of Cadet Corporal. Brielle Blair, Alana Cortell, Juliana Gonzalez, Malachi Graham, Devin Holterman, Lily Ruby, Ethan Kutch, Cheyenne Lauk, Angela Navarro Quiros, Ana Shawa, Pablo Ponce, Denise Ramirez Castro, Daniel.
Hold on.
Is this? Oh. My apologies. I'd read on to the Delta.
Parents, these cadets, you guys know the drill by now. Come on up. If you want to pin them, let's go.
Parents, you're welcome to pin the ranks on your cadets.
Cadets, back up a step, please. Thank you.
Left hands up. Right hand. Forward, march.
These cadets are now promoted to the rank of sergeant. Kylie Mudry, Matthew Galifi, Kayla Garces, Aubrey Moultrie, Anna Pitts, Brenda Ponce, Isabella Rivera, Layla Robles, Christopher Sunder, Noah Spalding, and Brian Bano. Parents, you are now invited to come pin the rank under cadet.
No, pero hace un rato entrar, tenía una peluca gringa y con unos bigotes grandes, negros. Y me mandó contacto y a su amigo le clienta de nada. Y me dijo, bigotita de mi papá, de señor libre. Así que le fui a pagar el celular. Ya prácticamente lo toman deportivamente.
Right hand. Forward, march.
These cadets will now be promoted to the rank of staff sergeant. Nima Arola, Gabriela Gonzalez, Samantha Farrell, Cheyenne Haskell, Giovanni Hogan Ruiz, Luis Pajaro, Andreas Pascal Gonzalez, Nicholas Rain, Thomas Rotella, and Shane Stagg. parents, you're now invited to come pin the rank on your cadet.
Giovanni potrebbe hablar con el coronel, las dos pacientes, y le he dicho que donde por el inicio no tenía después de presentar. La carta. Ese es el futuro que vamos a tener. Su novia le dice, I love you. A algo Giovanni. Y le dice, I love you. ¿Cuántas manos? Se me ha
Forward, head, up, right, face. Forward, march.
These cadets will now be promoted to the rank of Sergeant First Class. Erica Ortiz, Kaya Santana, Joshua Vega, and Jaden Yard. Parents, you are now invited to compare the ranks on your cadet.
Uy, sí, es que no quería hacer eso. ¿Quién es? No, es que no quiero. Cuando vas a hacer un reto, tienes que llegar a tal punto. No pasar, no tomarte No, son galones. Algunos ganaron algunos ganaron se iban a ir a Francia. A ver quién es
One step forward. Right, pace. Forward, more.
And now we have a cadet who will be promoted to the rank of Cadet Master Sergeant, Eliana Tasso. Parents are now invited to come from the ranks on the cadet. You're welcome to come here and see the cadet.
Don't make your grandma double time. It's all right, Grandma. We have time.
Oh, yeah. No, no te la fui. ¿Tú crees que esa salida se van a hacer una cosa? Yo creo que se van a ir a tu carro, Mire, tú, ¿sí? Lo que vayan ya le pasó.
Strike pose.
Right, forward, march.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite our Army instructors, Major Merritt and MSG Grant, to conduct officer promotions.
All right. Hey, so we're videotaping this, so we'll get a link out for it. I do want to point out that this evening we're supposed to reconfirm Second Lieutenant Juliana Stoltz and Gracie Onello. This is a very, very special recognition for the video. Juliana Stoltz is going through some medical procedures right now. And so this video is for you, Julia. We're proud of you. You're still here, and we appreciate you. So please give her and Gracie a round of applause. All right. For right now, I'd like to ask for Evan Irons and Savannah Haas for the post. Right up here.
Let's go.
So traditionally, when you reach a certain rank, the commander and the sergeant major of that organization will say a few words, because this is our top rank, right? These are the folks that spent some time with me this summer and learned how to be staff. These are the folks that sat in a room and said, how do we make life better for our cadets? Because that's what our staff did. And these officers are the ones who are leading the way. And I'd like to, Colonel Tier's going to lead them in a new officer oath that we have. Please listen to that, because that's truly what these two individuals show in their daily participation in JROTC. These guys that we're about to announce are the ones who are really pulling the program to go, and all of you should be striving to be like them. So for both you guys, Evan is looking at going to the Air Force Academy. We're proud of you. Guys, Evan has come. We love you, we're proud of this guy, all right? Savannah is the S4. I spent a year as an S4 deployed. S4 never ends. That's for you guys to know, that's logistics, all right? So everything with uniforms, the stuff that we need the potluck stuff, that's all S4. So Savannah drives that, and we're very appreciative of that. She does an awesome job.
Way back to Jurassic Park. The time I had to go get him out of bed, flip his mattress around, put him in my car, and bring him to school. Remember those days? I'm glad to see that you stick with the program. I'm very proud of you. I saw you got your letter from Cory Booker. You've been out there the other day so we can try to get you what you wanted to get. So I'm very proud of you for that. I know your parents are someplace out here and they're going to be proud of you. Savannah is my little third-year student, and she's doing very well. She got to stop stressing so much, but I know she means well. So I love them both, and I wish you guys nothing but best in the future.
Attention to orders. The senior Army instructor has reposed special trust and confidence in these patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of enlisted cadets. In view of those qualities and the cadets' demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, these cadets are therefore promoted to the rank of First Lieutenant. Take your seats.
Parents, you're welcome to come on up. All right, one more picture.
There were two.
One more, let's go.
I would like to hand the mic back to First Lieutenant Irons.
I would like for Major Tia Busby, Major Christy Farrell to post. Right here. All right, so in the Army, when you're in a combat arms unit, they call you an Iron Major. And they call you that for a reason. Because you're the one pushing everything. You're the one driving everyone. These ladies, a lot of times, are the bad guys. Because they're pushing and getting everyone to do everything. So ladies, I will tell you, you make our lives easier every single day. And we can see that in the way you carry yourself, the way you talk to cadets. And you need to understand that you truly meet the definition of Iron Major. We're proud of you.
Attention to orders. As you are.
Have a seat. I know you got something.
I was bright red.
Attention to orders. The senior Army instructor has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of the enlisted cadet. In view of these qualities and the cadet's demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, these cadets are therefore being reconfirmed to hold the rank of Cadet Major. Parents, you are now welcome to pin the ranks on your cadet.
Yeah. I know I've helped all you one way or the other.
Thank you for not making me fail.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel Pete Brown, host. All right, so this young man, I want to tell you, last year when I got here, all the staff said, sir, we want to do staff stuff, right? And our Iron Major started doing staff stuff with the staff, and our commander here is like, I'm not doing anything, what's going on, right? He's like, I don't have anything to do, and I said, oh, don't worry, it will come, right? And this year hit, and he started doing what the commander does, and that is leading from the front. That is making hard decisions that people might not be happy with you about. And so now I don't think he's asking for more work, all right? So what I'm saying is, when you make this rank, it is a heavy burden. And he and I talk about all the time, the higher you move up in an organization, the lonelier it gets. And Keith Brown always, no matter what, carries himself at the highest level of professionalism out of anybody. So in saying that, this is well deserved.
From day one, he was in trouble to me. You know, and on a serious tip, Keith was getting along with. He didn't really have much to do. He was there doing all the inspections. Always conducted himself well. Nothing but accolades. He wanted to be a postie, and that's the only thing. You know, I think he's better served in the Army, but everything set to the Coast Guard and Coast Guard Academy. So again, when I look at the cadets that we hammers, ones that came to us in the senior year, can't be nothing but proud for all of their accomplishments. As you look at him, everything that he has on his uniform was earned. Nothing was given. Nothing. So I want you guys to look, you guys sitting down here now and says, well, how am I going to get there? You probably got about 4 more months to talk to him. Let him share his journey with you. Forrest rank, I think, was a private. And 4 years later, he's now a retired commander. Never correct a master sergeant. We'll learn about that later. All right. So, Keith, again, good luck. I don't know if you need it. We are proud of you. Proud of you being a retired commander and taking us through some training styles.
Attention to orders. The senior Army instructor has reposed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, fidelity, and abilities of the enlisted cadet. In view of these qualities and the cadet's demonstrated potential for increased responsibility, is therefore being reconfirmed to hold the rank of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel. Parents, you are now welcome to complete the rank of your cadet.
All I can really say is thank you, y'all. Y'all definitely brought this program back on its feet. All I ask is make this program better than it was this year. Thank you, cadets.
All right, guys, let's thank Keith for the year he's given us so far.
Everyone that has been promoted to sergeant, on your feet. Staff sergeant, sergeant first class, master sergeant, right here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Who's getting cold? Let's go.
He's a boy. He's just boy. Doesn't need a name or anything.
Okay. Eddie. I said at 8. What does that mean? Okay, so why am I hearing voices? Okay. So these individuals in front of you are what we call NCOs. These are the backbone of the United States Army. Okay? So I'm going to administer that oath in a few minutes. Okay, so when I say I, state your full name. I don't want to hear I, state your full name. Okay? I want you to say your name. All right? This is your NCO creed. You guys want to know why Sergeant is as crazy as it is? This is part of that. Because I take this very seriously. And I expect you guys to do the same. So today, you guys got promoted to NCOs. I shouldn't see the same old, excuse my language, grab asses I've been seeing, doing silly things. Because you guys got 30 days to start acclimating to your rank, or guess who's getting it back? I am. So that means no more failing grades, no more cutting classes, no more lying, stealing. Remember, the first thing we started off was what? Okay, I will not lie, cheat, or steal. I will be responsible for what? My actions and deeds. Not your mom, not your dad. When it comes to wearing your uniform, well, my mom didn't wake me up on time, I didn't get my uniform right. No more of that. You guys are NCOs. You got 2 chances with me. 3rd chance, you got to earn it all over again. Everyone understand what I'm saying? Yes, okay, so with that in mind, platoon, attention! I state your full name. No one is more professional than I.
No one is more professional than I.
I am a non-commissioned officer.
I am a non-commissioned officer.
A leader of cadets.
A leader of cadets.
I realize that I am a member of a time-honored corps.
I realize that I am a member of a time-honored corps,
which is known as the backbone of the United States Army.
which is known as the backbone of the United States Army.
I am proud of my corps.
I am proud of my corps
Of non-commissioned officers.
of non-commissioned officers,
And at all times.
and at all times
Will conduct myself.
will conduct
To
myself
bring credit upon the corps.
to bring credit upon the corps,
The service.
the service,
And my country.
and my country,
Regardless of the situation in which I may find myself.
regardless of the situation in which I find myself.
I will not use my grade or position.
I will not use my grade or position
To attain pleasure.
to obtain pleasure,
Profit.
profit,
Or personal safety.
or personal safety.
Competence is my middle word.
Confidence is my middle word.
Competence is my middle name.
Confidence is my middle name.
My 2 basic responsibilities
My 2 basic responsibilities
are always utmost in my mind.
are always upmost in my mind.
Accomplishment of my mission
Accomplishment of my mission
and welfare of my cadets.
and welfare of my cadets.
I will strive to remain technically and tactically proficient.
I will strive to remain technically and tactically proficient.
All cadets are entitled to outstanding leadership.
All cadets are entitled to outstanding leadership.
I will provide that leadership.
I will provide that leadership.
I know my cadets,
I know my cadets,
and I will always place their needs above my own.
and I will always place their needs above my own.
I will communicate consistently
I will communicate consistently
with my cadets and never leave them uninformed. I will be fair and impartial when recommending both rewards and punishment. Officers in my battalion will never have to accomplish my mission. I will accomplish my mission in an outstanding manner. They will have time to accomplish theirs. I will earn their respect and confidence. I will be loyal to those with whom I serve, both senior and peers. I will exercise initiative by taking appropriate action in absence of orders. I will not compromise my integrity or my moral courage. I will never forget, nor I will allow my comrades to forget. I will not allow my comrades to forget that we are professionals. We are not commissioned officers of the United States of America. Thank you. Fall back, fall out, and fall back in.
At this time, I'd like all the officers to post.
Why are we talking? You guys just took completed non-commissioned officers. You're still running your mouth. Being disrespectful to the other folks that's coming up now. They were quiet when you were up here. Thank you.
At ease. All right. So listen, guys, you are the officers. That means you're the senior person. That means you're the first one. You always lead from the front. And take a look in front of you, because this is who we do it for, right? We've talked about that, servant leadership. And so all of this holds upon you and your job to accomplish the mission, but at the same time, take care of each and every one of them. In saying that, I did some looking around and I put some stuff together. I found a creed specifically for this group of individuals. And I think when you hear the words, you're going to see that it matches you and what you've done very well. I am honored to have Lieutenant Colonel Tier here, who I deeply respect, and I'd like to call him up and invite him to lead in this creed.
First off, cadets, I suggest you listen to this man, because I'm even still afraid of him. On my way here today, a neighbor asked me where I was going. I said, I'm going to have the absolute pleasure to spend time with tomorrow's leaders and the people and individuals who made it responsible, the parents. You all give your parents a round of applause for what they've done for us. I want to thank you for the occasion. Major, I appreciate this. All right, I'm going to read you your creed. Your oath of office. Parents, listen to the words. State your name. And repeat after me. I am an Army JROTC cadet officer.
I am an Army JROTC cadet officer.
The record, how did we practice that line? That's it.
Wait a minute. That was the problem, sir. We're good.
I am, state your name.
I am Christopher.
Louder, please. I am an Army JROTC cadet officer.
I am an Army JROTC cadet officer.
I am committed to defending the values which make this nation great.
I am committed to defending the values that make this nation great.
Honor
Honor.
is my touchstone.
Honor is my touchstone.
I understand the mission first and people always.
I understand the mission first and people always.
I am the present.
I am the present.
I am the present spirit of those warriors who have made the final sacrifice.
I am the present spirit of the warriors that...
Ready? Okay, so I am the present.
I am the present.
The spirit of the warriors who have made their final sacrifice.
Spirit of warriors who have made their final sacrifice.
I am the present scholar and apprentice cadet,
I am the present scholar and apprentice cadet,
enhancing my skills in the science of good citizenship.
Enhancing my skills into the goods of science citizenship.
Sir, you're breathing.
I'm going to eat this microphone in a moment. Let's do this right. I am the present scholar and apprentice cadet,
I am the present scholar and apprentice cadet,
enhancing my skills in the science of good citizenship
enhancing my skills in the science of good citizenship
and the art of leadership.
and the art of leadership.
But above all, I am the future of our program and of our country.
I am the future of our program and of our country.
May God give me the compassion and judgment
Give me the compassion and judgment
to lead and the gallantry in serving others.
And to lead in the gallantry of serving others.
I want you to know that everybody looks handsome.
Eddie. So in about 2 minutes, I'm going to release all the season leadership. You guys that we're going up in the cafeteria, they can setting. Paris is at home, talk to them, anyone else who wants to rank for sergeant first class, stand up. Sergeant first class. If you don't know your rank, then I deserve to get it back. Okay, sergeant first class. Okay, as long as you guys in the hell, we cafeteria right now, we're going to set up. Call on out, come on. Sean, take the camera. Right, hey. Forward, march. Okay, this concludes the official part of the ceremony. So everybody